right, we're gonna do a continuation. Last week we had Megan in the lab from Dr. Dixie Jernigan's office. We ended up 3D printing a motivational mock-up. From there, she went that afternoon. Dixie did minimal preparations. So here's a printed solid model of the veneer preparations. And you can see she was able to spot etch the teeth and then use this printed shell. Obviously the supports wouldn't be on it. And then she backfills that with composite, and now they have 3D printed custom made provisionals. Nice clean margins. Now that I have the prep scans, I went in there, adapted the design, and we've got the new SprintRay ceramic crowns. And this has ceramic infused into the resin. And so I'm gonna show a little bit of a technique that we call candy coating. So what it is instead of using a thick coat of glaze and trying to add color, we actually take the native resin that the ceramic veneers are printed in, and we'll create this thin layer over the facial of that tooth, kind of like what glaze would look like. You can come in here with the candy coat and lightly paint that on. And then inside of there, we can add our different colors. And so we've got a real thin coat here. We can come in and maybe at the cervical, we can add some color at the neck of the teeth. And to do that, we'll take a real thin brush and we'll add a little bit of that chroma at the cervical neck. And that gives it that nice blend to that natural tooth. And we can start filling and adding a little bit of that incisal trans, little tiny dots, and then we'll run it up the mesial and distal wall. Kind of just paint that in to make it look like that slight incisal. So now we've got color here. If we want to extend that color down too a little bit in the body, we can add a little bit more. But because this is actually a B1 shade, it's going to get a nice color from the underlying tooth structure. And add just that little bit of white. This is where we started, and this is where we're at for a color. So we'll go ahead and cure that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these restorations. I'll like to do a tack cure with the GC, and this will give us that full, nice, clean cure. We put that with the glycerin and then put that in. So now we have this first one out of the glycerin, and I'm just gonna take and lightly polish that.